The 70s was a bold decade. Bell-bottoms, vintage rock music, crazy makeup, and a fascination with quirky gadgets. It was also a time when dads were obsessed with having a garage full of tools that they promised would make life simpler. In reality, they only made things a lot more complicated. In this video, we'll look at some of those dad tools from the 1970s that claim to do everything, but only end up being a disappointment. From bulky electric can openers to pocket fishermen who never reeled a single fish. Here's a list of 10 dad tools from the 70s that didn't live up to the hype. So grab your coffee, sit back, and get ready for a trip down memory lane full of nostalgia, laughter, and a dash of doubt. Let's be honest, dads and their tools, that's a tale always worth sharing. Number 1. The electric can opener. Let's start with the electric can opener. It was a heavy countertop device that was supposed to make your kitchen life easier. It featured all the bells and whistles, a unique power pierce action to pierce cans effortlessly, a magnetic lid opener to grab the lid for you, and even a built-in knife sharpener for added convenience. The purpose of this tool was simple: to save time and effort. No more struggling with stubborn lids or risking cuts. It was meant to be a game changer for busy dads who wanted to whip up dinner without breaking a sweat. With the click of a button, this stylish contraption would spring to life, whirring as it sliced through metal lids like butter. Dads everywhere loved showing it off during dinner prep, confidently declaring the manual can openers were officially a thing of the past. Here's what it looked like. But here's the thing. It failed more frequently than a clunky public printer. The design was awkward, and several versions struggled with regular cans. Instead of sliding smoothly, they would clog or produce harsh edges. It was also less suitable for smaller kitchens because of its large size, taking up valuable counter space. And cleaning, forget about it. The blade region was a magnet for dirt and a chore to clean properly. Some even needed more strength than a manual opener just to get started. Talk about buzzkill. Most people ended up switching to the manual counterpart, which was less expensive, quieter, and way easier to clean. The electric can opener is still around, but it has become more of a relic than a breakthrough utility. Number 2. The drill-powered scissors. Imagine this. If Edward Scissorhands had scissors that were powered by a drill. Well, the drill-powered scissors were just that. The concept was simple. Regular-looking scissors, but with a twist. It had a drill handle connected. They were touted as the perfect instrument for cutting through thick materials, such as cardboard, leather, and sheet metal. Perfect for talented dads looking to amaze their kids with their DIY skills. But here's the catch. They were great for cutting paper. If you wanted to turn your craft project into a horror movie scene. These scissors were bulky and awkward to use. Instead of making cutting easy and enjoyable, they turned it into an exhausting arm workout. Worse, the connection between the drill and scissors often broke, leading to frustrating stop-and-go moments. Many dads found themselves wrestling with the gadget rather than wielding it. These scissors did not survive long in the spotlight. They were mocked for being unrealistic and harmful. You'd hear about parents unintentionally cutting through more than just target. They eventually disappeared from the shelves, leaving only memories of unsuccessful craft endeavors. Number 3. The shake weight.
Besides me.
Oh, the eternal quest of keeping your dad's body slim. The shake weight was marketed as an ideal fitness tool for the busy individual. It wasn't your typical tool, but it certainly made its way into dad-approved garages and basements. Shaped like a dumbbell but with a peculiar twist, it vibrated. Now, try to keep a straight face as we dive into the details. Supposedly, it used dynamic inertia, whatever that meant, to tone your arms and shoulders with promising a revolutionary sweat-free workout. Fitness fads were all the rage during the 1970s, and dads preferred short, efficient exercises. The shake weight claimed to deliver maximum results without needing a full set of gym equipment. Just a few quick shakes and voila, toned arms, or so they said. But here was the downside. It was awkward and uncomfortable to use. Imagine standing in your living room or backyard, vigorously shaking this device in ways that would have the neighbors calling for a wellness check. Many people couldn't take it seriously. Instead of getting exercise, customers frequently ended up laughing. Furthermore, it did not provide the expected results. Most people saw little difference. Some diehard fans defended it as a great piece of gym equipment, but honestly, the shake weight became more of a gag gift than a serious fitness tool. The shake weight garnered popularity for its novelty, but ultimately became a punchline rather than a fitness solution. It's renowned more for its wacky advertisements than for its actual outcomes. Number 4. The vibrating screwdriver. Oh, another vibrating tool. This unusual device resembled your standard screwdriver, but with a built-in motor that vibrates when you use it. The promise was that the vibrations could help to drive screws in more quickly and with less effort. They claimed that without pre-drilling, it could drive a number 8 screw into a pine. Additionally, it comes with interchangeable tips. With its funky design and flashy packaging, it was marketed as a must-have for the modern handyman. With this quirky contraption in hand, dads everywhere were ready to tackle repairs with newfound ease, or so they thought. So what was the problem, you might ask? Well, unfortunately, it didn't function as planned. It was unpleasant to handle for extended periods of time because of the continuous buzzing and the slipping or stripping of the screws. The vibrations also resulted in hand tiredness, making prolonged work unpleasant and ineffective. It was more of a bother than a helper. Dads soon gave up on this unreliable device, returning to more dependable electric or manual screwdrivers because they made less noise while getting the job done quickly and efficiently. Therefore, even though the vibrating screwdriver was supposed to revolutionize house maintenance, it ended up being just another oddball artifact from do-it-yourself history. It was ideal for a good chuckle, but not much more. Number 5. The self-heating soldering iron. Next on the list, we have the self-heating soldering iron. It sounded and looked like a concept straight out of a sci-fi movie. It looked like this. It was shaped like a sleek pen with a small fuel tank built into its handle. It guaranteed immediate heat with the click of a button, ideal for electronics aficionados. This tool was designed to allow for rapid and easy soldering without the need to wait for it to heat up. Sounds convenient, right? A futuristic gadget for the home workshop, ideal for dads who like to experiment with electronics. The device promised to allow them to fix anything, anywhere, whether it was the vehicle radio or a broken circuit board. But here's where it flopped. Many models took a ridiculously long time to heat up, which completely contradicted their claim of instant convenience. Even worse, it tended to overheat, which might harm delicate components and possibly spark minor fires. And its fuel refills were expensive and cumbersome, adding to an already extensive list of disadvantages. Instead of saving time, they frequently left consumers dissatisfied and their wallets a lot lighter. While it had potential, the self-heating soldering iron could not live up to expectations. Most toolboxes no longer have it, with fathers relying on standard plug-in irons instead. Number 6. The Pocket Fisherman. Imagine you're going fishing with your father, and he pulls out this bad boy. The Pocket Fisherman was a tiny fishing tool with big features. The best part about it was that it could be folded up to fit in your pocket. It had a small reel, a short rod, and a compact tackle box incorporated into the handle. It was lightweight portable gear that could yet catch the big one. It offered ease for fishermen who wished to fish wherever and at any time without having to haul heavy gear around. Whether at the lake, a riverbank, or even a backyard pond, the Pocket Fisherman promises to save you time and effort. But let's face it, the truth wasn't that rosy. This rod was fragile and difficult to use effectively. It was also rather small, so it couldn't handle precision casting, and the reel wasn't powerful enough to handle larger fish. It was more of a plaything than genuine fishing equipment, leaving fathers disappointed when their huge catch slipped away. As a result, the Pocket Fisherman became a bit of a meme, recognized more for its goofy ads than its fishing prowess. It still appears in vintage collections, although most dads abandoned it for appropriate gear after their first unsuccessful trip. Number 7. The Multi-Purpose Tool. This Swiss Army knife wannabe packed a little bit of everything: screwdrivers, pliers, a knife, and even a mini saw, all into one compact design. The multi-purpose tool folded into a cumbersome portable gadget and claimed to be the one tool to replace all others. It seemed sturdy, and parents must have surely felt unstoppable carrying it in their pockets. Its purpose was simple: to save space in toolboxes, especially for dads who like to be prepared. The multi-purpose tool was designed to handle any little repair or outdoor chore. It was touted as the ultimate all-in-one answer for anything from tightening a loose screw to cutting rope on a camping trip. But here's the catch: the jack of all trades was a master of none. While it accomplished many things, none of them were particularly successful. Each function appeared cumbersome and clumsy when compared to specialist tools. Additionally, because of their poor construction, the individual attachments bowed or snapped under light strain. The saw hardly sliced anything, the pliers were ineffective, and the knife blade quickly dulled. Instead of becoming the tool of choice, it earned the scorn of many dads irritated by its poor performance. While the concept was sound, the implementation lacked consistency. The multi-purpose tool sank into oblivion, being superseded by better designed devices. It's currently considered more of a collectible than a practical utility. Number 8. The electric knife. The electric knife resembled a traditional carving knife, but it had a motorized blade that went back and forth, similar to what you'd see on TV culinary shows. It was marketed as the modern method to carve meat, slice bread, and do any cutting task with ease. It was sleek and gleaming, like any high-tech kitchen gadgetry from the 1970s. The electric knife was not as practical as it was promised. It was difficult to control it due to the vibration and the possibility of the motor jamming. It was also difficult to clean the removable blades. While it advertised precise slices, it frequently shredded softer foods, resulting in an uneven mess. It was also a less than elegant dining companion because of its noisy motor. For the majority of dads, a standard sharp knife was just as effective, if not more, and that too without the noise or unnecessary hassle. After a while, the electric knife gradually lost favor as people concluded that it was more bother than it was worth. They turned into amusing recollections of culinary endeavors that didn't quite work out. Although its heyday of the 1970s is long gone, it is still accessible today, albeit only for specialized applications. Number 9. The compact chainsaw. Next on the list is the compact chainsaw, which was like the mini version of the manual chainsaw. It offered all the power without the bulk. It was designed to make yard labor easier for homeowners. Dads loved the idea of a mini chainsaw that they could swing around with one hand like a pro. In contrast to full-size chainsaws, which were heavy and awkward for more delicate jobs, this mini version was designed to give dads the same power in a smaller, more manageable form. It had only one purpose: to make chopping branches or logs easier without breaking a sweat. The problem was, this gadget was too underpowered. The smaller blade was unable to handle thicker branches or harder wood, and the motor frequently lacked the power required for efficient cutting. Its utility was limited by its small blade, which rendered it nearly unusable for significant cutting operations. Additionally, it was not safe. Many people found this tool challenging to use because of its size and weight distribution. Instead of being helpful, it frequently resulted in accidents or injury. Dads quickly understood that when it comes to chainsaws, size does matter. The tiny version became a specialized tool, and many were allowed to collect dust in garages around the country. Number 10. The automatic dog feeder. Last on the list, we have the automatic dog feeder. It was created specifically for mostly busy pet owners. With a futuristic look, this device had a storage hopper and a timer-controlled dispenser. Parents embraced the concept of streamlining pet care while still indulging their furry pals. The contraption was designed to keep dogs nourished, even when their owners were at work or elsewhere. Well, the problem was that the automatic dog feeder had several major faults. It clogged easily, leaving the dog staring at an empty dish. The timings weren't always accurate, and some clever pups quickly learned how to break into the hopper for extra goodies. Instead of simplifying life, it caused new problems. These feeders immediately became infamous among pet owners who saw firsthand their unreliability. Most people returned to traditional bowls after discovering that nothing beats personal supervision while feeding their dogs. And with that, our journeys wrap up. It's funny how most of these crazy tools that promised to replace outdated ones ended up gathering dust instead. But hey, it's the memories you made with your dad that matter the most, right? Did your parents ever own any of these bizarre gadgets? Please let us know in the comments below. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with your favorite DIY enthusiast. Until next time, stay curious and continue researching the amusing side of history.